Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is all good. Today I want to talk to you to tell you something that I've been noticing in Zimbabwe. You know, every day or more frequent than often, unonzwa kuti vanhu vari kudzoka kubva ku-UK. Neighbor ari kuudza kuti mwana wangu akadzoka. Mwana wangu anga ari ku-South Africa uya adzoka. Team rangu rimwe ranga riri ku-UK vadzoka. Even you know somebody who has been in the diaspora and they've been coming back. So this has been happening and you can see it vanachiripota ma social media. Vamwe vari kuvaka uko and it's so trendy. But then I'm asking the question, why now? Why are so many Zimbabweans are coming back home now after staying away for a long time? Trust me, it's a good thing. So I want to share with you my thoughts as somebody who has been in Zimbabwe for years. You see, for many years, Zimbabweans have left and have left for greener pastures. Vamwe ndo vakaenda kunana wenera ku South Africa. Others went to the UK. Vamwe vakaenda kunana Australia, Swaziland, kunana Guns. The dream was simple. Go out there, work very hard, send money home, and maybe build a house back in the village or even in the city. The truth is the diaspora life is not always what it looks like. But the truth is the diaspora life is not always that rosy as you see it on the social media. So we have to understand that there are opportunities out there in the diaspora and there are also struggles. Bills, loneliness, even weather chayo. Diaspora. I remember talking to a friend of mine. Akadzoka recently. Akauya kumushoko. He had stayed abroad for about 15 years. And he said, I've been grinding so long and I don't know whether I was actually living or just surviving. Because it seems takatarisa ma diaspora yatiri kunoko. We actually think that they are living the dream. But many of these relatives and friends, they are waiting for the right moment to come home. And guess what? In that moment, in my eyes, they started to come to fruition. It has been for a while. I still think that Zimbabwe offers something powerful. Roots, belonging, a place where your accent is not questioned, where your skin color is actually not a barrier. A place where children can actually know their true roots and identity. Some are actually coming back to start my farm. Others are coming to set up my small businesses, to my cafe, to my tech companies, construction firms, even my professional doctors and those at Milton Park. There's a good hospital there. It's somebody who came back from the diaspora. So don't get me wrong, guys. it's not easy to come back to Zimbabwe. It's not like switching car light by a light of Rangotungwa. No, there are challenges here. Unreliable systems, limited resources, bureaucracy chaiyo, and it can be frustrating, especially when you realize that the way you were used to abroad. But here's the thing, varikudzoka nemurumwe ruzivo rwatisina kunoko. Discipline and a new way of thinking. I've seen it in my own community. There's a guy aishanda kumine in South Africa. Akabadzoka. Paakadzoka haiwa vanhu vakambotraya kumuseka. Akati akafoira kuSouth Africa, but mumazuva anaya wangu mvese iyoyo ukauya kumusha uku ndiye ari kutosuplya machickens township yese. There's also another lady I know who came from the UK. Akauya akatanga ka clinic muMeboreno, and it is doing very, very well. Akangoshandisawo experience yake as a care worker to set up a system that really works. So to me, that is a real impact that our colleagues are bringing into this country. And maybe, just maybe, this is what Zimbabwe needs. For years, we talked about brain drain, losing our best minds to other countries. But now, we're actually seeing the opposite. I call it the brain gain. Taking advantages of the skills that is coming back into the country, the experiences following coming back home. It's not about everybody returning home at once, It's about those who feel the calling coming back to plant seeds of change. Little by little, these seeds will grow into something bigger, something that might restore Zimbabwe's pride as the breadbasket of Africa. So, if you're in the diaspora watching this, I want to ask you a simple question. What would it take for you to return home today? Not just physically, think mentally, to invest your time, your skills, energy into this land that raised you. And then for us at home, let's not look at the returnees with suspicion. Let's welcome each other. Let's work with each other. In the end, the Zimbabwean story is not being written by individuals alone. It is being written by all of us. Tese takatobatana. Because, guys, Zimbabwe is like a seed that has been buried deep in the soil. For years, storms have come. No. Droughts have hit, yet our seed has never died. The diaspora, they can also be like a rain, that is bringing the necessary rain. Rain clouds returning after the drought season, bringing in water, bringing in the necessary life, bringing in new ideas, the new energy. That seed will grow again. The future of this country is not waiting for politicians or outsiders to save us. It's in our hands. It's in the unity of those who left and those that stayed. And if we combine the various efforts with the experience of those abroad and the experiences of those here, there's nothing that we cannot build. Businesses, farms, schools, hospitals, even dreams, guys. Dreams beyond what our parents imagined. This is not just coming back home, people. It's about rising together, and making an impact. This is about being Zimbabwean again. Until we meet again in the next episode, guys, stay blessed and bye-bye.